I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Giants going up against the Broncos. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for today's matchup.
Broncos, Giants, coming up on EA Sports. We welcome you to Santa Clara, California for today's game. It's Super Bowl 50, Phil, a milestone game in the history of the NFL. And do the players at this point have any feeling at all about the bigness of this one?
Man, Jim, all they're thinking about is the job they got to do. They've trained all of their lives to be in this position. And you take all that practice and preparation and make sure you put it on display here in today's game and try to be a Super Bowl champion.
Let's go to Danielle Bellini, who has more on today's game.
Thanks, guys. Super Bowl 50 is a very special milestone for the NFL. Super Bowl I was played back in 1967 at the LA Coliseum. As you recall, the Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs on that day. But I'm sure neither of those teams could have imagined the Super Bowl growing to be as big as it is today, guys. That being said, we've got two teams out here who desperately want to make history by winning the Super Bowl tonight to ensure they're the ones that are remembered and that everyone is talking about 50 years from now. Back to you guys.
Danielle, thank you very much. Now we'll go to the field. The Giants ready to get this action started. The Super Bowl is underway. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. And now we've got a young quarterback about to head onto the field for the first time today.
You know, Jim, this guy's he's starting to inch his way up into that elite status, and he keeps playing solid football. So if he goes out here today and plays a good solid game again today, we're gonna start talking about him differently here in the future.
Let's go.
First down at the 20. Stands in the pocket. The pass is incomplete. There was no one open. Here's a look at the offensive unit. It needs to get off to a strong start today. Second down following that incompletion. The Giants sat at the line. Dime package. Dropping back now into the shotgun. He's got the catch. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
The Super Bowl. It's as big as it gets. And just the fan side of you, Phil, what sticks out in your memory bank?
Well, I think the game, one of my favorite games of all time, Jim, when you talk about the Super Bowls, the Steelers, the Dallas Cowboys, I loved them both, Roger Staubach, Terry Bradshaw, and I remember the Jackie Smith drop in the end zone. Just the emotion that came from him, from all the Cowboys and Roger Staubach. It was an exciting game to watch.
The Broncos will go with the pistol on this play. The Broncos have it at the 34. They give it to him on the counter.
The Giants defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Loss of 2 on that play. Second down. They bring in the extra tight end. There is a flag out. And it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
The defense will take the penalty. The Broncos lined up in the pistol. Will go ground. A tackle behind the line.
The Broncos offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Third down. Snap it out of the gun. And he's taken down.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
They're set to punt it away now. He's got a chance for a return. He's taken down at the 47. That return's good for about 5. So we've got a young quarterback with some experience stepping onto the field today for the first time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just a matter of time until he takes that experience and matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say, hey, the game is going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
Let's go.
Out of the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. There's a flag out. He's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. And here we have second down. The Giants load up the backfield for this next play. The give. Brought down at the 44. And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches.
It's third down coming up.
The Giants go with 2 tight ends on this play. Handoff made. Slashes to the left side. And he's brought down right at the 42.
Well, everybody talks about the pass in the NFL. When it's third and short, you got to man up and be tough and strong. Nice job that time by the offensive line. They let the running back get in there and pick up the first down.
Set up now at the 42. First down at the 42. The Giants get a first down.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Set up now at the 26. The Giants at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. First down at the 26. He's wide open for the grab. Tackle's made.
It's always good when your quarterback is able to deceive the defense with good play-action fakes. That's what did it that time. Look at the quarterback. Nice fake. Defense reacts to the run, and now you throw it over the top for the easy completion.
First down with 2.5 minutes to go here. Quarter number 1.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Handoff. The opening touchdown of the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is like no other game out there. It's so big. The tension is so much more than the other playoff games. And when you score first, that is a big, big deal. More than anything, it's a great relief to get that out of the way.
Now they come out for the point after. Of course, this year, the new rule, the PAT, is snapped from the 15-yard line, making the point after 13 yards longer than the pass, a 33-yard point after attempt. The Giants were very effective on that scoring drive, especially via the pass. Over 50 passing yards on that scoring drive.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive.
He's got a chance to return this one. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Broncos bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
The Broncos are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. The Broncos take it from the 33. Brings it in. Gets about 9 on the play.
The Broncos did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now, second and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
It's now second down.
The Giants defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. To the ground. Tackle down at the 42-yard line. Let's take a look at the defensive starters.
This is third down.
The Broncos come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide.
Here you are, fourth down, short yardage to go near midfield. You lose it. It's the end of the first half. If you go for it and miss right here, you can put yourself in a big hole going into halftime. So the answer is don't do it. Don't put yourself in a big hole. Punt the football, but you never know. A lot of things go through the mind of coaches in situations like this.
All set to punt here.
Favorable bounce this time as it's headed to the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos defense comes back onto the field. Did not look so good that last series, giving up the touchdown.
Oh, you know the coaches are upset. My gosh, they ran some of the most elementary defenses that you can run, and they had mistakes by the defensive players. And they coached them up on the sidelines. We'll see if we see different results.
First down at the 20. They'll run it here. Taken down at the 27.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
After running it, it's second down.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Makes the catch. Gains 16.
Every quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got four defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle, usually it's wide open. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of the defense that time.
Two tight ends on the field here.
Takes it on the counter, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. One quarter complete, and we'll take a break as you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
The Giants' offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway.
Second down following the run.
Let's go.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. They're all over him behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of one.
The Giants running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
the line of scrimmage, the 48. The Giants with an empty backfield look here. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Makes the reception. That's another reception, giving him 2.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch him.
First down here after the completion.
Has his man. Gains 11.
Well, Jim, I always say it's about deception when you're playing offense. That time, the play action fake by the quarterback was so good, the defense didn't even see that he still had the football, and he throws it down there for a nice completion.
The Giants all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Flip to the outside. Fights through that hit. That's a gain of 8.
Well, we don't see this too often. This is a speed back, but a good job that time just running right through the tackle and breaking it.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play.
Just a quick drop back.
Only 20 yards to the end zone.
Third and 2.
Gets the handle here. Has 12 on this play.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
They hand it off to him again. And pick up about 4.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
This long drive continues.
Second and goal from the 4. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing 1.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Breaking huddle at the 5. Third and goal from the 5. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. Would midway through the second quarter, and they're putting themselves in good shape for halftime.
Yeah, they are. That was a nice drive for a touchdown, but I'm looking at the defensive side. It's time for the captains on the defense to give everybody else a talk and shape things up and get back in this game.
Driving extra point is good. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. And he'll start his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The defense marching back out there for this next possession, and what's been a stellar first half for them, and thanks in no small part to the man you're looking at right there.
Well, I like what this defense has done so far in the game and what they have shown. You know, on the defensive side, it's always about energy, but they have shown tremendous discipline.
The Broncos take it from the 23. And he hauls it in.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. The Broncos come to the line with an empty backfield. From the shotgun. Incomplete.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
The offense now needs to pick up the first here on 3rd down after that incompletion. Gets his feet down right near the chalk.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
They're in punting formation. He'll have a chance for a return. Picks up 8 here. As we get ready to start this drive, partner, talk about the main reasons why this offense has been able to stake themselves to this lead early.
Well, it always starts with the offensive line performing well. Then you get an offensive coordinator that has confidence in the plays he's called, so he lets it go, and we're seeing tremendous play from the quarterback.
The Broncos come out in a dime package. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Makes the catch in the open field. That's his 3rd catch of the day. Right now, this offense doesn't have much to complain about. Holding on to the lead here in the first half. And the passing game, partner, has been very sharp.
Well, they're probably going to complain that they can have more points because you can never have enough points, Jim. We all know that. But the offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, and even the coach on the sideline all having a very good first half.
Looking across the middle. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
The Giants coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's 2nd and short.
Second and 1 on the way. Here's the handoff. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
First down, offense readying for the snap. The Broncos go with the dime formation here on defense. From the gun. Launches it down the field, but they can't connect.
Well, Jim, he had a guy open deep that time. It looked like a good throw, but just out of the reach of the wide receiver.
Second and 10 coming up. The Broncos lined up in the nickel. From the gun. Throws the pass. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
Coming to the line at the 35. Last play before the 2-minute warning. First down at the 35. And a gain of 4. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Welcome back. Halftime just a couple of minutes away as we resume play out of the 2-minute warning. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on first down. The Broncos defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Takes it from the gun, brings it into his body. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
The Giants do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes third down much easier.
On the way, third down.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun formation. He's got the catch. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. The Broncos signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. Everybody's back out on the field now after that defensive timeout. He'll try this one from 43. Drives it through for the field goal. How important was it, Phil, to add another 3 to the lead before the intermission?
Well, you got to look at the team that's trailing right now. You got to go in at halftime and change what you're doing, because what you've been doing so far, it hasn't worked.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. He'll have a chance to take off.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Broncos hope to get things going here. They have been anything but productive here in quite some time. 3 consecutive drives that have led to nowhere.
Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defensive side, especially the defensive line. They are absolutely taking it to the offense. They are beating them up, and when the defensive line is winning the battles like this, it's all about the defense.
The shotgun. He has the grab. That's a gain of 6. That's his first reception today.
No time to huddle now. 2nd down and 4.
Has the reception all alone. And he's brought to the ground. The Broncos use another timeout here, and they have 1 left. Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. Ready to take the snap at the 4.
Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play.
3-step drop. Gets it out for the completion.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
That leads us to 2nd down.
Get ready.
Will go ground.
Power surge. Touchdown.
Not everybody's able to run the football in near the goal line for scores anymore in the offense. It's just too hard. But this offense, tough. The offensive line, give them credit. They gave the running back enough room, and they got in there for the score.
The Broncos for the point after. The point after is good. The Giants are back for the return, still holding a lead as we move towards halftime. Scores 17-7. The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Giants, Phil, have really gotten things going here in the 2nd quarter after a slow start.
Yeah, listen, it's about time. And anytime you see an offense turn things around, it usually points to one area on the offensive side. That is the offensive line. They have been dominant.
The Giants take it from the 28. Will go ground. And that's a gain of 10.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
That'll do it for the first half. We'll be sending you to Larry Ridley back in our studios as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. Now let's get to it. The Giants are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Broncos just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. End of the first quarter. They'll take the run up the middle, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Giants up by a touchdown. At the end of the first quarter, here we get a quick pass and completion, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 43-yard line. Giants later on the drive, the pass will be completed on the slant, and after the short pass, he'll score. That puts them on top by 14. We move late into the second. He'll move off the right side on the run, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Deficit shrinks to 10. So that will bring our halftime report to a close. Let's go back now to Jim and Phil at the Super Bowl.
All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios and halftime. We're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. The Broncos getting ready to kick it away. With this kick, the second half is underway. Fields the football at the 3. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. And welcome back. Danielle Bellini is working on getting us an update on the injury as we return to action.
Well, after watching that play, I think it's safe to say you can tell it's an injury to the lower body. Really big hit. Feel bad for the guy. I hope he's okay.
The Giants take it from the 28. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The Broncos will come out in the dime. From the gun. Scans the field. Got the completion. Good yardage picked up on that call.
Well, the defense, they give them a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances, go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
First down here. The Giants come out with a split backfield. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That's a gain of only a yard. It's a two tight end formation. The give. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Now looking at third down. The Giants will set up. The 44 is the first down line. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. The Giants get a first down. Another third down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
From the 29-yard line.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
From the shotgun. Launching it deep. Has it. Touchdown. That touchdown early in the third quarter certainly gives them full command of this game, Phil.
Well, let me coach up the defense here a little, Jim. What you did in that drive was just not good enough. Change your strategy. Be more aggressive. You're down in the game. You're in the second half. Now it's time to make things happen.
The Giants getting set for the extra point.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Broncos will now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick. Scores 24-7.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. They're setting up the return. And the tackle is made right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
First down at the 25. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. That's another reception. Give him two.
There's nothing like a play-action pass. When the offensive linemen make it look like it's a run, the linebackers are all near the line of scrimmage, and easy to throw it down the field for that completion.
Ball at the 47. First down at the 47. Scanning the field. And it's incomplete. He had an open receiver that time and just misfired on the deep throw.
Yeah, I think he got too excited. The fact that he saw a receiver down the field wide open, he got excited. That's why he overthrew it just a little bit.
This next play coming from the 47-yard line. They'll go shotgun here. Makes the catch in open space.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
It's first down as they head to the line. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Handoff made. Brought down at the 26.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Coming up, second down. The Broncos lined up. Everybody split out wide. He'll take the snap from the gun. On the money. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. That's his 5th catch of the day.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Looking to go up top again on first down. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
The Broncos offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good gain.
Stepping up to the line at the 10-yard line. The Giants with a nickel look here on defense. Second down, 3 for the first. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
The Giants guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. 3rd and 5. They're setting up screen. Makes the catch. That'll pick up the first. And finally, the offense comes through in the clutch on 3rd down.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Get ready.
First and goal. Handoff. Picks up about 2. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Second and goal at the 1. Touchdown, and they cut into that lead.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
The Broncos for the point after. And the point after is good. The Giants' kick return team doesn't appear to be too phased. Yes, they've given up some points, this team, but they still have the huge advantage on the scoreboard. Scores 24-14. The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. And he's met head-on right there at the 20. Looking now at the numbers, it's got to be a bit frustrating for this running back. You would expect him to get stronger as the game goes on, but the numbers have actually gone in the other direction.
Well, that's what you would think, but I'll tell you, this defense has gotten stronger as the game has gone along. You know, I think what happened is they were just tired of getting run over.
The Broncos defense now is going to go nickel. Dropping back now into the shotgun. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete. Second down and 10. And the throw, it's incomplete.
I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
3rd and 10 coming up. The Giants are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Snap it out of the gun. The Giants get a first down. 3rd catch today so far. If you look at these passing totals, it's easy to get a sense why they're leading right now.
Those numbers are absolutely outstanding. When you see these kind of numbers, that means the play calls were good, the offensive line had an outstanding day, and also the wide receivers, they found ways to get open.
The Giants have it at the 34. Catch made. Tackle down right around the 47. We've got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment. First down at the 47. That pass well defended. Second and 10 coming up. To the ground. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
3rd down now. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Catch there, no one near him. The 3rd quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants still on offense to start the 4th. Capped off the 3rd quarter with a huge play.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Let's go.
The final quarter begins with this snap. Going for the home run. New York Giants touchdown. And a second touchdown on the game. That touchdown, just a little more insurance to what already was a sizable lead, Phil.
Yeah, what a job. You know, look, they had a lot of insurance already in the bank, man. They have controlled the tempo of this game from start to right here in this period early in the 4th. And now if the defense just has anything, if they stop the...
And we're going to have a stoppage here because the booth wants to have a look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
As always, every touchdown is reviewed and verified, and it is now the word sent down. It is, in fact, verified for 6. The Giants getting set for the extra point. And the extra point is good. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Runs up to grab it at the 4. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line. That return's good for about 33. The Broncos will try to answer right back here with another touchdown. Both offenses dominating the game right now. It's been a while since we've had a drive that hasn't ended in a touchdown, Phil.
You're right, Jim. The offenses are dominating, and you look at the defensive players, they are truly on their heels. They don't know what's coming, and they don't know what to do.
The Broncos come out in the pistol.
Get ready.
First down at the 37. Finds his mark. He is brought down at the 49-yard line.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time, throws it down the field for another completion.
The ball is spotted at the 49. Out of the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. And this goes incomplete as he was looking over the middle.
That's not good timing between the receiver and the quarterback. The quarterback that time throws it too quick and too far in front to the receiver on the slant route.
That false start penalty will push them back 5 yards.
False start, offense. Still second down.
And now, after the penalty, it's second down and 15. The Giants defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Drop back, shotgun formation. The catch is made. Now, They take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
It'll be third down. Makes the reception. Wow, Phil, you would think when a quarterback has a game like this going that they would not only have the lead, but maybe a big lead. Instead, they're trailing.
Yeah, Jim, and look, if you look at the stats, once again, we'll say it, stats do lie. It's not all about the quarterback all the time. It is a team game, and they are just not doing it overall so far.
First down here. Wants to go deep.
Only 34 yards to the end zone.
The Giants with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. The Broncos now move the chains.
And you see zone defenses throw it into the open spaces. That's what the quarterback did that time. Good job by the receiver running in there and making the catch.
At the 22-yard line, here they come.
From the shotgun. Got the completion. That's a gain of 7. That's his first reception today.
The defense, they have a lead here in the fourth quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
Second down, even after the completion. The Broncos will approach this play from out of the pistol. They'll run it here. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Let's go.
First and goal. Gets the handle here. That picks up 7.
Well, that last play almost got them in here, and when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap. Second and goal from the 1. And gains about 1.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Mounting a serious drive. Third and goal. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
The Broncos come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Going to be a penalty here.
False start, offense.
Going for it on 4th down. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. What a catch. Touchdown.
This is why a head coach gets paid so much money. You get in situations like this, they have to make the call on 4th and go. He goes for it, and they get it.
The Broncos for the point after. The point after try is in the books. The Giants returners are back deep. They still have that big lead. Scores 31-21. The Broncos now, no doubt, will onside kick it. And as hard as they try, they fail to recover the onside kick. The Giants offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Let's look at it from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
This will be the offense's 12th play of the drive. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. First down at the 44. That's a gain of 7. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second down here after that run play.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff. Going to lose yards here. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. We'll head back to the field now after the injury timeout. Danielle Bellini is getting us the update on exactly what happened down there. Third and 9 coming up. The Giants need to get to the 34 for a first down. The Giants take it from the 43. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
The Giants put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
The Giants will punt the football. They have just flipped field position thanks to that punt, and now the offense is really backed into a corner. It seems like tight ends are responsible for more and more big plays, and here's a guy who didn't have an impact early in this game, but he certainly has toward the end.
Yeah, Jim, we know watching the NFL, tight ends now are receivers first, blockers second. That's why we see more and more big plays from the tight end position.
Tough starting field position here. The Giants set at the line. Dime package. From the gun. And picks up about 3. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the 4th quarter. Second down, late in the 4th quarter. The Giants lined up in the nickel.
Get ready.
Second down and 7. The pass fails to find the mark. Trailing. Every 3rd down so big at this point. The Broncos have to get to the 17-yard line for a first down. From the gun.
Wow, is that disappointing? You're down, and what do? You go out there and you just have 3 plays. None of them work. 3 and out, and you're still losing the game.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and 7. Back at the line. They're going for it on 4th. Takes it from the gun. This play will hold up. He's inbounds. 8th catch today so far.
Jim, when you're down multiple scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. The Giants with a nickel look here on defense. First down and 10. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
If you think you can get a playoff quickly and not use a timeout, you go with the hurry-up offense. That time, a good job by the coach and the quarterback.
Surveys for about 4. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. Pulls it in. The Broncos call a timeout. Their first. We're back, and the offense is ready to roll after the timeout.
A huge third down play on the way.
Get ready.
3rd and 4. Reaches out and grabs it.
This is why teams are always practicing the 2-minute offense for situations just like this. You have the football under 2 minutes to go. You're losing. You pick up some good yards, and your player is smart enough to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
1st down. Pressure on every snap now.
Let's go.
1st down at the 47. The hit knocks the ball out, incomplete. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. We'll head back to the field now. Danielle Bellini is working to get us an update on that injury as soon as possible. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way.
Get ready.
2nd and 10. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
On 3rd and long, they'll be in 4-down territory here. With about a minute to go, they're going to need every break possible. First, they must score on this possession. Finds his mark. Gains 12. 9th catch today so far.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
And picks up maybe 3 or 4. 2nd down, late in the 4th quarter. They'll go hurry up now. Won't use a timeout. The Broncos snap it at the 31. Has his man. Gains 14. The Broncos decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only 1. Getting set now following the timeout. Play number 12 coming up for the offense. The Broncos in the pistol. 1st down at the 17. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Every play is huge now. 2nd down on the way. The Giants come out in a dime package. 2nd down and 10. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. The Broncos call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. The long drive continues. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Out of the shotgun formation. Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting.
Man, the defense has to be down at something like this. They allow the offense to score that touchdown in the red zone. My God, you only have such a small part of the field to defend, and they just didn't get the job done that time.
The Broncos lined up now for the point after. It's good. So after the score, you have to assume they'll be going with the onside kick now, as they must get the ball back. The Broncos late in the game looking to get the ball back on the onside kick. They have been fighting an uphill battle, and they had to recover that onside kick.
Well, it was a tough spot for him, Jim. We know that. When you're going for the onside kick and you're trying to recover it, I think your chances are about 1 out of 10, and that time it was not on their side.
The Giants offense takes the field, and they're looking to kneel this game out. How great a feeling was it to take the field, Phil, knowing you had just to take a knee and then you could celebrate?
Oh, it's the best. You get in the huddle, you can smile at each other, but the one thing you do talk about, Jim, make sure you protect the quarterback and don't let somebody come in and get a cheap hit on him before he can kneel down and end this game.
What a drive this has been. Takes a knee. The New York Giants have once again won the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy heading back to New York. It was a storybook season that ends with a Super Bowl victory today. And I think when you go back to the beginning of training camp, it was a storybook season that ends today. And I think when you look back to the beginning of training camp, no one would have imagined that this team would be holding up the Lombardi Trophy in the end.
I think we're seeing a new day and age in the NFL. Well, let's quit trying to guess who's going to win before the season, because the talent is so good across the board in the whole league. It's when you get hot. And this team got hot late in the year. That was enough to get them into the playoffs, and they made it work all the way through to a Super Bowl victory.
The brotherhood will never be stronger than this moment. All the dreams coming out of youth. The emotion of it all, it's almost overwhelming. To realize a dream from the playgrounds, through all the practices, to one day have your hands on the Lombardi Trophy. And now that moment is realized. For the rest of your life, you'll be remembered as a Super Bowl champion. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long from the Super Bowl.